Hey guys and gals, this is Greg and Mortis from Land of the Creeps Horror Podcast. We're doing a Halloween Kills location video. So what I'm going to be doing is showing you a few locations here from Wilmington, North Carolina, where they filmed the 2021 release of Halloween Kills. We are currently going to be at Wallace Park. What I do want to say is if you've not seen the movie, I ask that you please go to the theater and check it out or see it via Peacock. Before you watch this video, there will be some spoilers. So with that said, let's check out some footage. Once again, we're at Wallace Park. This is going to be the scene in the movie where there was a swing set involved. There was some shootings involved. Lindsay Wallace was involved here. So this is kind of the location where the car was. You're going to notice a scene in the movie where Lindsay's being chased by Michael Myers and she's being chased down through these trees. So if you look over in this section over here, you're going to see these trees. It's going to look really familiar. You're also going to see a bridge that was in the movie. So what we'll do is we'll walk down here and I'll show you kind of the direction of what happened. So basically, after the car chase and everything, Michael's shooting and we know that scene. We know that Lindsay has fought Michael, now she's running. So she's going to be running through these trees right here, trying to get away from Michael, and Michael's chasing her. There is a little creek over here. And once again, there's a bridge, very recognizable in the movie. So we'll walk down through here. She's going through, she's running. I'm not sure exact route. I'm thinking she probably went through this little area right here, looking at probably the branch. It's a really cool location here. It's really creepy. I can only imagine what it was like with the lights out and nighttime and stuff. It's probably pretty awesome, I'm sure. But as she's running, she does hide behind one tree and she's kind of sitting there looking at Michael. And where she ends up is back over here. Now there is a swing set in the movie. The kids are swinging. That's over here, as well as a scene where Lindsay's picking up a bag of candy and whatnot. That'll be over in this other area. But she does come over this direction here. And she ultimately ends up hiding right over here in one of the scenes. You'll notice in the movie that she's kind of down in this little area by this tree. I don't want to get too far down. There are gators. But she was hiding out right here. Michael was up on the bridge in one of the scenes, so he was kind of hiding out on the bridge there. Almost thought there was a gator, but there wasn't. Anyways, and then this is the bridge scene. Now we do remember in the movie as well that swing set, the kids were playing on the swing and making their snarled remarks and whatnot. Now there was a carousel in the movie that you'll see where they had the silver shamrock mask, you had the pumpkin and the skeleton mask. I don't know where that, I guess that was whatever, I don't see that. And then we eventually saw that Marion Chambers was hung with the witch face on. That was all right here, I'm assuming. Right here with the swing set. So the kids would have been here playing. They would have been over here doing their little swinging, you know, going, hey, hey. And then Lindsay would have come up and told them to run, you know, and they took off running. When they take off running, you will notice in the scene, you'll notice we're going toward the bridge, you'll see the tip of this house. So if you watch the movie, you'll see the actual tip of it, so you know this is the bridge. So that's kind of your area right now. That's Wallace Park here in Wilmington, North Carolina. It's off Market Street. So we're going to move on to some more locations. Hey guys, Greg and Mortis back here. We found another location for Halloween Kills 2021. This is the alleyway in the movie toward the beginning when Sheriff Hawkins is young. It's a flashback scene to 78. And he's chasing Michael Myers with a gun. He comes down this direction here, and you'll notice over here as you walk, you'll see this scene really familiar, the fence with the barn shed here. So you got this, and then he comes over here where the other deputies kind of meet up with him. They would have met up right about right here. So they would have been in this location talking, you know, about what all was going on and whatnot. So this is the location, the alleyway, toward the beginning of the movie. It's a really cool scene. So definitely, if you've not seen the movie, definitely check it out, man. This is such a monumental moment for me, as that 78 flashback was right here, seeing Michael just disappear. It's like he just disappeared. He went over the fence. Like, where'd he go? So this is a great scene. All right, guys, next up, we're at the scene at the beginning. If you remember in the bar scene where they're first explained that there was a crime going on and whatnot, and they turn, Tommy Doyle turns around and sees the TV, and they got a newscaster. Well, that was sitting right over here. They had a police car set up. This was all set up. The newscaster was over here doing his talk. This house was here. You had an ambulance over here. So this was kind of the crime scene here. It's between Carolina and Wrightsville Avenue. I remember because Pearl and I was here and they were taking the sign off. It was really cool because they didn't want that sign to show. They had all this decorated up with Halloween decorations, which was real funny because it was shot like in summertime or something, wasn't it? I believe it was, but I can't remember exactly when it was. I know it was around May or June or something like that. Anyway, they had all these Halloween decorations set up, so you'll see some of these houses in the movie. We'll do a little stroll down. I know they had a lot of setup over here with the house behind me. I know they were in and out of there a lot. Some more places down here that was in the movie. So, like I said, so this was the one scene where they had the newscaster, and then there were some other scenes shot here, definitely down the street. I love how the street kind of gives you that Haddonfield, Illinois look with all the trees and everything. So next up, we'll go to another scene. So peace. All right, guys, next up now is where Lonnie, at the beginning of the movie in the flashback scene, the sheriff pulls up and the kids are being real mean to Lonnie, Well, this is the house here with the brick columns. And then they get chasing each other, right? The sheriff tells him you got to leave, that he just murdered 3 people or something along that lines. So the kids leave and Lonnie takes off running. Well, this is the path here. This house is very recognizable at the beginning of it. And there's a couple cut scenes. They do this little center road thing. There was a cut scene there. I don't know that it was 100% in that middle. I know they did a lot of studio work. So we'll come down here. And you'll notice this little white fence is in the movie. Big fence around this house. So Lonnie would have been running. And he would have fell somewhere around in this area right here. And Michael would have been coming up at him. So this is that area right here. So, Lonnie would have fell and he'd have been bumped his knee, he'd been hiding, he'd have been like, please don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. So this is this area right here. So this is where Lonnie fell. And then through movie magic, Sheriff Hawkins and the other deputy, they come up to him and then they turn and they look this direction toward the Myers house. Well, guess what? Movie magic, the Myers house was actually filmed on the studio set, so this is not. They cut that scene. But this is where Lonnie fell, and this is where that whole iconic scene set up with Michael coming up and letting Lonnie live. So this is where we're at, and this is the little pathway. Nice. Across the street from Creeps Studios. This is in Wilmington, North Carolina. This is where majority of the Halloween 2021 film was shot. The Michael Myers house, a lot of the hospital scene, everything inside the hospital was shot in here. So you got the Myers house. They actually built the whole street of Haddonfield inside this studio. Stage 10. It's of course been destroyed now because it's a new movie set. But back behind here is the studio. So this is where a majority of Halloween 2021 would have took place as far as Myers house and hospital scenes and a few other sets. So right behind us here is where that's at. Last up here, or next to last, we're at Rusty Nail, which is AKA Mick's bar. In the scene right here is the scene where they came out of the bar and they went to the car and she thought Michael Myers was in the back seat and everything. This is that scene. This is the front of the bar where they come running out, ran through Michael Hall, and then straight across the street is where they drove across and they crashed. Out of respect, Sandy, the owner, don't want us to film, so we're not going to do that. Out of respect for her, she's such a sweet gal. Rusty Nail, Market Street, or whatever street we're on here in Wilmington, man. Great bar. Peace. Hey guys and gals, on another location for Halloween Kills 2021. This is probably one of the most iconic scenes in the movie, the most seen, and it's the hospital scene, okay? Haddonfield Memorial Hospital, which you can see behind us here. At the time, of course, you'll see a lot of ambulances. You'd see the mob squad, the crowds cheering, evil dies tonight. Well, all that took place right here. Now, all the scenes inside the hospital, as I mentioned earlier, was filmed in the studio. This was the outer shell of it. Now, in the movie as well, we see that one of the insane asylum the other gentleman that escaped the bus crash. Well, he jumps out of the hospital, okay? He jumps out one of the windows, which would have been like over in this area, but due to movie magic, they actually filmed it on the other side of the college. This is Cape Fear Community College in Wilmington, but they did make it a hospital scene. So this will be a little corner. They would have went straight through. They're doing construction right now, but on the other side of these white trucks would have been where they went in with the gurneys and the different things going on in the front. That would have been that whole section. Once again, over here would have been where the gentleman jumped out of the window. We're going to take you on the other side and show you where the actual jump was taking place. But this is Haddonfield Memorial Hospital outdoor out scene, okay? So, bam. All right, guys. Here is the backside of the Cape Fear Community College. Up here is the windows. This would have been the jump scene. They actually had a stage set up right over here behind us where the guy would jump out and land in the balloon bags. So over here is where the actual jump scene took place from the front of the hospital. So with that, this has been your video. These have been a few of your Halloween 2021 kills, locations. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, give us a thumbs up, share, like, all that good stuff. We appreciate it. Follow us at landofcreeps.blogspot.com as well. And we'll see you till next time. Peace.